The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 107, Nasdaq's up 69, S&P's up 22, gold down $5.10 at $15.72 an ounce. You get silver down 40 cents, $17.65 an ounce. Light sweet crude, still can't catch a bid. Not down a lot, down 9 cents, $53.05 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year trading down 5 ticks at 130.23. The 30-year off 12 at 161.21. And both notes and bonds, folks, they continue higher each and every day. Pull back today, tremendously lighter volume. They continue on higher price, lower yield. We broke the 1.6 last night. We're at 1.62 right now on the 10-year yield. King dollar up 172 ticks, 98.128. Now, in order for King dollar to get back in the uptrend, it has to get over like 99.116. But it's trying. That's the bottom line. Euro is at 110. The yen is at 109.5, and the pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. And the big number today, man. Who's going to take the bite out of Apple?
I don't know. Maybe Apple's going to take the bite out of everybody.
Seriously, man. It's a big number.
Yes.
Let's go to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, TD Ameritrade, at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, right here, every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to understand the options market upside down, option strategies, futures, great program. If you haven't test-driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, very easy to do. You're sitting on the website right now. Just hit the banner. Bring it up. It'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team each and every day. And, of course, we are in the thick of earnings, and now we're in the thick of the NDX 100 stocks.
That's right, man.
So, as Kevin would say, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's so true, too, Kevin. It is so true, man, you know?
Hello, Tom. Hello, Tommy. How you guys doing?
Morning, Kevin.
Today's a big day, obviously. There's so many investors and traders out there in the United States with Apple in their portfolio.
Yes.
So more eyes will be on this market today and this afternoon than usual, I think, in terms of Apple. But, you know, Apple's got a lot of questions to answer today. The stock's had quite a run.
Yeah.
I want everyone to think of something right here. Here's the most simple way that I can break down what you're looking at here in Apple. You got a historic PE around 15 times earnings.
Okay.
You're currently sitting at 26 times earnings.
Wow.
Now, you can make a case that because of services, which is higher margin, and wearables, which is higher margin, that maybe Apple should trade at a higher multiple than historic.
Okay.
Right? You can make that case. But can you make the case for it to trade at a 26?
Sure.
Times earnings.
That's pretty heavy.
What
It
people
is.
have to wrestle with today.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy, man.
Yeah.
And Tommy was just going through this expected move. This expected move is quite a bit, man. It's a $300 stock. Was it
definitely.
14? Was I looking at 14?
$14.50.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's
So think about that. 3 times, that's almost 5%. That's just below 5%. That's 4 2/3%. So that'll be a good one there. And,
well, I can see it after you explain that fundamentally, Kevin. I can see that. That's you're talking about some big numbers here, man. I mean, Apple's a monster. There's no two ways about it. But that, going from 14 up to 26, that's a big number too.
And it's a big number ahead.
Yeah.
They're up almost 1.5% coming into this, which is like the market saying, whoa.
This is a company that is slowly but surely transitioning from iPhones as the bulk of their sales to services and wearables, not taking over iPhones, but a bigger percentage of their sales than in the past. But that being said, people are going to be asking about 5G, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be asking about China and the impact of the coronavirus. So there's a lot to sift through today, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's so intriguing too. If you go back and I'm going back maybe 15 years when Microsoft was transferring just from basically a software. Well, they're always still software, but they were transferring from the Windows application, and everyone thought that, okay, well, now it's going to turn into like a regular Dow stock or an industrial, and it didn't. I mean, for 4 or 5 years it struggled a bit, but the reality is that I think these companies that are so innovative, they are what they are. They turn around and they figure out the next deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing.
Absolutely. And how lean and agile can you be moving from one, part of the economy to the other?
Yes.
And that's what we're going to find out in Apple. I mean, it's it's like I said, it's widely held. It's the most widely held name at TD Ameritrade. It's based in, and I'm sure I can speak for most of the brokerage houses on the street here that it's a widely held name. It's not top one, it's top three.
Right. And it's so cool, Kevin, when you just brought up the aspect that there's more eyes in the market. What does happen, folks, is that when we have a down market, we can tell by our stats, like Tom was yesterday saying, these numbers are up. When there's down market, the numbers that even watch Target TV go up dramatically, like very quickly.
Yep. Yes.
And so between yesterday and today with Apple, that's what that's pretty cool. I mean, because you have a double banger here. Do you know what I mean? It's like people are jumping on because they say, okay, hold on, what's going on? And then on top of that, we get Apple, so that's going to be a lot of people in the market. And of course, I read this article, Kevin. This is pretty cool about the amount of trades that have gone up at all the brokerages, particularly TD Ameritrade, when they went to zero.
Yes.
Right? The reality is that the trades, did go up dramatically. Okay. So there's more participation in the marketplace, right?
There's less drag on, let's just base it on options trading.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
There's less drag. If you're going to sell something for 40 cents.
Right.
Right? And maybe 10 cents of that is in commissions, maybe you're thinking, oh, is it really worth it? But if you're selling something for even 20 cents and 19 of it is going to be to you or X commissions, now you're thinking, well, this is a much better. It allows people to trade more. It allows people to sell options in smaller stocks and still be comfortable doing it. It's just a perfect storm scenario for the retail options trader. And
folks, if you haven't listened to the program yet, this is really crucial what Kevin's saying, because I was watching you guys, let's see, what's today? Today's Tuesday. So it was last week. And what was happening is that Kevin and Alex were putting on a trade, folks, okay? So picture, they're live on the air. And what you don't have to do, and this is important to you to understand, just because, you get the bid, the ask, just because someone's asking for something, it doesn't mean you have to give it to them. So what they were doing, they were going under the ask, and they said, listen, we'll wait to the end of the program and see if someone takes it.
Sure.
And you know what I always found out, Kevin, is that, and this is cool, folks, just in general, if you really have patience, at the end of the day, right, if you just let it sit there, sometimes you just get it because then the market maker says, I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is 100% true. And remember, guys, there's ebb and flow in the market, right? These markets, you look at a daily chart of a stock, it's not a straight line.
Right.
Ever. It's a sawtooth, right? So playing that ebb and flow becomes, kind of the ballet of trading sometimes.
Right.
And there's edge in that ebb and flow. Maybe that's the only edge left.
And that's
good at playing that ebb and flow.
Folks, that edge is 45 minutes from now. Kevin, you have a great one. Safe one. We look forward to the program.
Great talking to you guys.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down. Dow Industrials up 145. Nasdaq up 79. S&P's up 27. And I was listening to this morning, and Harley Davidson.
It came roaring back, man.
Yeah, it's down to 32.45. It's the 34.10.
Yeah.
So these numbers aren't too good, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Their audience, well, their riders are my age, and the bottom line is that, guess what? You've had a bunch of motorcycles, and I haven't had a motorcycle in a long time.
For you,
right?
that's not a recipe for future growth,
No,
man, in terms of the companies.
Exactly.
Fifth straight annual U.S. sales decline, with quarterly profit and revenue missing the estimate. Retail sales at home have risen only once in the last 21 quarters. I mean, some pretty startling stats when you really get into it. Motorcycle revenue and shipments fell more than expected, adding urgency to the CEO's effort to expand the manufacturer's sales overseas. While Asia Pacific was the sole region to show an annual sales increase, deliveries continue to shrink in the largest market, which is the U.S. So there is the retail sales have dropped 12 consecutive quarters, man. You got to go back to 2014 to get a sales increase.
Right.
And the miss in terms of what they were even looking for here, let's see if we can get into it. So adjusted earnings rose to 20 cents a share, the company said, missing the estimate for 25 cents. Its shares fell. Yeah, it was down dramatically more. I want to get the revenue numbers. All right, they don't have. You know what? I think
put it up this way.
Okay. Well, no, I want versus the estimates, and I'm going to have it up here, I believe. Here we go, because they're startling numbers when you get into what they were looking for here. So here it is. Company said revenues in its motorcycles, parts and accessories, and general merchandise segment fell an annual 8.5% to $874 million in the fourth quarter, ended in December, from $955 a year ago.
That's a big number.
But they were looking for $920. So they're looking for $920 million in revenue, which would have only been a decline of 3.7, and they come in at 874, decline of 8.5. That's a huge difference. Yeah, over 90 days, and just they were looking for a decline of 3.7%. All right, it's a decline. It's only a few percent.
Yeah.
No, they come in at almost 9% decline.
Right.
I mean, percentages go quick, man. You start compounding 9%. If you keep going 9%,
Exactly.
that's a big difference than going 3%.
And I don't see I mean, just on a common sense scene, I don't see your generation, the younger generation, buying a lot of Harleys. Do you know what I mean?
It hasn't
was like
happened
when
yet,
I was
man.
growing up, that was like, it was Harley, it was Triumph, you know, it was Suzuki, it was Yamaha.
Yeah.
But now you have electric cars, you have electric scooters.
Sure.
You can have fun a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
people were buying Harleys to have fun.
Let alone more in Florida, you go buy a jet ski, you buy a boat, right?
Yeah,
Versus
totally.
not as you can use it year round down here,
Totally.
so forth.
There's plenty of ways to. All you have to do is buy a Tesla if you're looking for speed.
Sure.
I mean, you know,
Sure.
that's a reality.
And I mean, when you get into the numbers, I mean, they're barely eking out a profit. Lower restructuring expenses. So they're just trimming expenses because they're missing revenue. Help the company report higher profits in the last quarter. Net income rising $13 million. I mean, that's just peanuts when you think about that's you know, you start missing, you're losing money here and there. That's basically
You
almost
miss the
breaking.
paper towels in the toilets, and you might do
Exactly.
13 million.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And that's down. Excuse me, that's rising though because they literally just barely the previous December quarter. They made a profit of $500,000.
Wow.
So they did make more money, but you got to be worried when you start missing revenue by a huge amount. They were looking for 920, the analysts. They took in at 874, and somehow taking in 55 million less, they made 13 million, whereas the year before. So dicey, but guess what, man? Like you said, shares charging back where they're down only 80 cents now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
So we go over to the S&P for a second and take a look at it, folks. Okay, you know, yesterday, bottom line, we, you know, looking for some kind of a bounce out here. Now, it's going to be intriguing to see, like, how do we get into higher price? You know, last 2 days you went down with 87 million and 84 million. So we'll see how this attacks it. To me, this is like the perfect week for a bounce too.
Okay.
Because you got Apple coming out. You got companies coming out that should come out with good earnings, folks, that the market should go up and try to, I don't know if it's going to test the highs, but it should be at higher price. And if you don't get the volume behind it, then it's going to be like, okay, this thing's not done yet. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a high-end consolidation, or maybe you're going to go to lower price, you know?
In any other week, maybe, but the coronavirus fear is just gripping, man. Just big numbers. I think we're at 106 deaths and 4,682 infected cases last count.
And did you, okay, if you, folks, if you saw Larry's program, right, this was pretty intense. Larry has a place in Hong Kong, okay? And I don't know if he got the pictures, someone took the pictures for him, right?
I didn't see it, so
oh
go
my
ahead.
God, it was awesome. He had a couple of different pitches. One of the pitches were, I don't know if they don't have enough masks right now in Hong Kong, right?
I bet they don't, but go ahead.
And so what's going on is that people are taking plastic bottles and making their own mask, okay? So he had pictures of that, which is really cool, right? Then he had pictures of the actual trains that he takes throughout Hong Kong, right? There was no one on the trains, and Larry was talking about that even at midnight, these trains are full, that you can't get seats. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. Sure. Understanding that people are staying, you know.
I hope so, right? Yeah.
But it was quite visually, you know, looking at it. The plastic bottle I thought was so innovative. But guess what? If you're going to get a serious illness, I suspect all of us, because we want to live, would get creative pretty quick. You know what I mean?
That's evolution, man, right?
Yeah, big
Get
time.
creative for sure.
Big time.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
As we're talking here, this market's taking a hike up.
It sure is, man. We're almost a full % higher.
Yeah, 154 in the Dow, 86 in the S&Ps, and 29 in the Dow, and 29.
Let's run through those again. We're at 30 in the S&Ps.
Yes.
Yeah.
And inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here, you got, there's the King Apple. Apple's putting 29 positive points, Goldman 17, Microsoft 17, Home Depot 16. Taken away from it, 3M, 53.
They had their earnings this morning on a miss. Yeah.
So let's go take a look at that first. We need 3Ms, not 2.
That's right.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yes.
Wow, that's down $8, and that's.
They believe they're cutting the 1,500 jobs. There was a number of things that they touched on their earnings.
Oh, look at that. They've been having some problems a long time. I mean, you're at 167. You go back to 2018. It was at 259. That's quite a hit, huh?
Yeah.
So let's
go for it.
Let's see what they have to say.
Federal subpoena. That's not going to be good as well. And slating job cuts. All right, so let's get into it. Dropped the most in 9 months after revealing it had received a grand jury subpoena in an environmental probe and saying it would cut 1,500 jobs amid slumping markets, including car parts and electronics. The paired workforce is part of a restructuring affecting quote-unquote all business groups, functions, and geographies. Starting this month, it will recast reporting lines and consolidate manufacturing oversight, they said in the statement Tuesday as it reported earnings. The company anticipates pre-tax savings as much as $120 million. Well, but you're trimming, that's not a growth recipe, even if you're saving.
Right.
So the cuts, on top of 2,000 layoffs just announced in April, capped a rough year for the maker of everything from Post-it notes to touchscreen displays. 3M trimmed its forecast multiple times. So they got a subpoena on there, too. I wonder, there you go. Received a federal grand jury subpoena last month regarding discharges at an Alabama facility that may not have complied with relevant permits. Yeah?
Yeah.
Nope. Never a good thing to reveal on earnings. No.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up 177. Nasdaq's up 94.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 169, Nasdaq's up 94, S&Ps are up 30. And, you're going to hear a lot, folks. Right now, you have the biggest ETF conference in the world going on.
Okay.
It happens once a year. It's in Hollywood. Our man, Mr. Dave Mazza from Direction, they're over there right now. and it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to do an interview with him next Monday.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the interview on, folks, is that the ETF structure is the SEC has just changed it dramatically. And what has happened is that the change is kind of going like this, and all the large broker deals are jumping on it. Like this headline news up here is that Goldman Sachs Asset Management has filed to start a new actively managed exchange-traded fund. Goldman Sachs Multi-Asset Income ETF would invest in ETFs to get exposure to fixed income and international equity investments, according to the filing. It would disclose its holdings, and this is the key that you want to get wrap your head around, like a mutual fund rather than every day like an ETF. So what's going to happen here, and this is what's going to be so intriguing, because it's like I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do the net asset value.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Is that thus far, folks, what has happened is that the ETFs have to be net asset value that we know what they are at the end of the day.
Yes.
A mutual fund, what ends up happening, they disclose their holdings, whether it's on a monthly or a quarterly basis.
Okay.
So what they're going to allow is they're going to allow, let's say you're Goldman, they're going to allow you to do an ETF, and you'll be under the mutual fund rules.
Okay.
So the investor really, I won't know every single day what you actually hold. I
Yeah,
know. It's
dicey,
a
right?
big change, folks. And
Seems like that's ripe for insider trading, too. Because if you happen to actually do know what's inside of it, and you do know where it is compared to the net asset value, how are they going to protect that data? How are they going to make sure that data is fairly reported?
Right. And if I'm a company, let's picture if I'm a company, and I know that a big monster's starting to come in, that's huge.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And if they're leaving, that's huge.
Now, the other side of my head, just a bit, same thing already happens with mutual funds, though, right?
Yes,
so
it
are they
does.
ripe for insider trading? Does that not occur?
Yeah.
So I'm just putting out,
No.
Because if you know a big mutual fund's coming in, that would be huge, too.
That's right.
So where does that
It is the same
differ?
structure.
Yeah.
And so let me just show you, folks, okay, what you'd be looking at, just so I can,
Sure.
in case you don't understand
Yeah.
how this works. So if I just pull up the Qs, okay, and what you're going to see here is that NAV, number 8 there.
Yes.
Right now, this is as of this morning. Before,
That's probably last night,
yesterday.
'cause
It's
it's
last
up,
night.
yeah.
It's last night. 218.07.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the true value
Yes.
if you took all the stocks that are inside the NDX 100
Yeah.
and where they were trading.
And just to even get it, this might be updated when we pulled it up,
That's
because
intraday.
it's within a pennies.
Yes, it's intraday. INAV. Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Now, what you're going to have is that you're going to be, what they're going to put together, it's going to be how creative the community can get as to what the public wants.
Yeah.
Inside
I'm sure
the ETF.
If it's actively managed, then it's going to be talking about managers, too, right?
Yes.
Who's the person
Yes,
that's
it is.
deciding what they're buying, what they're selling, just
Right.
like you have in big funds, whether it's
Right.
out there, the Magellan, Fidelity, the big,
Oh, yeah.
the big players in the
Yeah.
in the mutual fund,
This is
hedge
gonna-
fund business. Yeah.
It's going to put a twist
Yeah.
in this marketplace pretty quickly. So we'll get it right from Dave, because there's the regulations you want to understand. Only so that you know how they basically are created.
Oh,
So
information is key, man,
Yeah,
for sure.
it is.
And that
It is.
interview on this coming Monday,
Yeah.
February 3rd,
At 3:15. 3:15. That's right,
3:15.
3:15. Yeah. So they're over there right now, and the action over there right now is phenomenal, because this ruling, you know how long this ruling's been in place?
How long?
I think it's over 8.5 years. It's been sitting there that they haven't ruled on it.
I see, okay. That's been in question then.
Exactly. That long.
They've been pushing for
isn't
it.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's, but so the ruling is that big. The change is that dramatic, folks. Yeah.
I'm just going to jump over to the VIX real quick. I'm kind of interested to see where we're going. Something to keep your eye on that I saw this morning when we went to the open, right? Markets in positive territory.
Yeah.
But pretty interesting that we're sitting at almost a 1750 VIX, right?
They're still buying protection.
Yeah. And for the people still selling protection, they're getting more money than they were getting last week for that protection. Because if you're selling it, I think you're selling it saying, guess what? There's more fear priced into this market when you can open up Monday morning and have the Dow down 500 points.
Right.
And that would make sense, because, I mean, you're seeing the S&P's charge back. We're up almost, 30 points. And you're sitting at a VIX still at 17, pretty remarkable. When you look at the S&Ps, I mean, we're right up there near record territory right now. I think the record we had, 33.37. So you're talking about almost 2% from those all-time highs. and you're seeing a VIX up there at 17, 18.
It's only 10:30 in the morning,
yeah,
right?
Right.
Yeah, so let's go take a look at that, because what you do have, folks, is that this is one of those deals that, yeah, you can be, the best
That's not the S&P.
Yeah,
We're going
you
up.
can be the best fundamentalist technical trader out there, but guess what? This is a virus.
Yeah.
You know.
And it was quite an update from China over the night, man. And you have the, go ahead. Let's get into this first, because then we'll get into it. You have the ex-FDA chief saying that they think China might be just speculating. He's a CNBC contributor. I never saw it, saying they could be underreporting it by 10 times what they're, you're looking at. Which would be a scary notion when they're already telling us we're at 4,600 people.
Which could really make sense too, because the first time that they shut down the whole city, I'm saying to myself, okay,
of course,
they're shutting down a city of 11 million people.
And don't trust China, no matter what we're talking about. All right,
yeah,
so
exactly.
to think that they're completely forthright on something like this would be insane, to be honest.
That'd be very naive.
It would, exactly.
Yeah. So if we take a look at this S&P, you're going to see we're over the highs of even the drop down yesterday.
Yep, exactly.
So that puts game, folks, that this can go all the way up to what? That's 32.90 today. I mean, guess what?
Yep.
This is what bounces are made out of.
And what's pretty remarkable is, I think that is the high overnight coming into Friday. I believe that's the all-time high. Let's back it up a little bit more.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's even just like 5 days. Oh, yep, even higher. I think it was 33, 37, kind of like 3 in the morning Friday.
Yeah.
And then this is where things, remember, we had 1 case in the U.S., I believe.
Yes.
And then we got the 2nd case, and then we got the senator saying there might be a 3rd case.
Right.
Markets escalated Friday, and then we wake up Monday, and of course we're down about 500. But guess what?
It was so intriguing when Jim called from Palm Harbor yesterday. Though,
yes,
wasn't it?
those flu statistics, right?
Pull those up? I couldn't find them in the afternoon. And so what these
We're going to
statistics...
work on your Googling statistics.
I know. So what these
stats,
what these stats were, folks, okay, this is really awesome.
That's all. Flu statistics this year. That's all you got to Google. There we go.
So where do you see this, right?
And, you don't even have to click on the link. Google just gives you an automatic data load. You're looking at the CDC link, weekly U.S. influenza surveillance report, and I can read it just from the top. CDC estimates so far this season, 15 million flu cases, 140,000 hospitalizations, and 8,200 deaths this year from the flu.
My God.
And, the vaccine, it's not always, and that is for the week ended January 18th, I believe. They get into the whole plethora of things. So, overall hospitalization rate for this season increased to 24 per 100,000. Yeah. So to break that down, that'd be 2.4 per 10,000. Yeah. That'd be about 1 out of every 4 people out of 10,000. And the percentage of deaths attributed to pneumonia and influenza decreased from 7 to 6.7, and is below the epidemic threshold. Unfortunately, what happens is, and this is why, if you're sick, if you're elderly, if you're very young, if you have a weakened immune, the flu can be very damaging, and that's why that they push that vaccine.
Flu shot.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
It is.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up at 213, Nasdaq's up 108, S&Ps are up 35. There's quite a performance where even as we come on, Tom.
We're climbing up, man.
Yeah.
It's just inching the whole time we've been on the air.
The momentum is there.
Yes.
So the CDC, folks, the CDC, they're saying that the bottom line is that, hey, listen, man, if you don't have to make a trip to China, don't do it.
And guess what, folks? If you need the CDC to tell you that, wake up.
Yeah.
Because that should be pretty common at this point. But nonetheless, they say it. But, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying advise travelers to avoid all non-essential trips to China as governments, companies, and international health organizations rush to contain the SARS-like coronavirus, claimed more than 100 lives so far. The agency, which is spearheading the U.S. effort to contain the virus, said that while the risk to the American public is considered low, the precautions are necessary to stop the spread. While it's possible that some person-to-person spread with the virus may be detected in the U.S., the goal of the ongoing U.S. public health response is to contain this outbreak and prevent sustained spread in this country. The warning follows an advisory Monday by the State Department that Americans should reconsider travel to China. And I'm not saying if you go there, you're going to get the virus and die. But if it's non-essential, why would you ever be making that journey right now? I mean, just yesterday, it was at 2,800 people. Yeah. Today, it's at almost 4,800.
Right, I know.
So
that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
And look how quick it goes. Death toll, this number's showing 4518. I saw 4682 already this morning.
Right.
You know, it's just, And they've locked down 50 million people in cities. So why would you go there in that regard? Do you want to be locked down there? You know, do you want to have to be waiting for a private U.S. plane to come pick you up? There's reports today about those planes out of Wuhan with U.S., whether it's diplomats, service members, et cetera. They're coming back. They're obviously going to be under quarantine. But then it gets dicey where a lot of them are staying, though, because they have family members that aren't citizens. The plane reserved for citizens in the get-go, so they're going to stay because they have family members from living over there.
Yeah,
exactly. It's dicey, man. It is. It is, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities in this marketplace and see what we're getting out here today. You got Pfizer's down $1.40. I know what we want to do. We're going to pull this up. I want to pull this up. BYND.
They got a downgrade or upgrade? Where are they? I forgot. They're moving, aren't they?
Listen to this. This is...
Back it up. ND. ND.
ND. Okay.
Beyond.
So, in the journal, right? And we'll pull this up in the next break so we can get this.
Yep.
In the Wall Street Journal, folks, today, and I've seen this ad before, right? There's a full-page ad.
Okay.
And this is from the meat companies, okay? They're calling it something else, okay?
Okay.
But they've been going after Beyond Meat and Impossible Meats for quite some time, right?
And they will be for some time, I'm sure.
You
yeah.
should see this ad today. I mean, whoever made this ad, and this is what it says. And it says something about, is it meat or is it dog food? What are you eating? So this is what they have. They have the page cut in half.
Okay.
And they have the ingredients of Beyond Meat. They go, This one's specifically Beyond Meat. They have the ingredients of Beyond Meat. Then they have the ingredients of the dog food. And so check
All
this out.
gloves are off, I guess.
I know which one is the dog food.
Okay.
The only reason being is that what I give Harley, okay, is that it's a premium deal, and I know what's in it, and I say, oh no, that's dog food on the right-hand side, right? And then what they do is that they send you to this place, but it is quite an ad. It is like, wow. I mean, if you think that, if you're not into processed food, man, this is about as processed as you can get when you look at the contents of what's inside of these.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like reading, the middle of the supermarket. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The amount of chemicals.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's so.
And I think they did outside of that, though. Yeah, and that's drops after J.P. Morgan calls risk-reward balanced. Let's see what they got going on here. After being cut to neutral from J.P. Morgan by analyst Ken Goldman, who wrote in a note that risk-reward is more balanced after a 65% rally in the past 30 days. The analyst cut his price target to 134 from 138. Not really a big cut, right? Wrote that fair value is in the 130 to 140 range, adding the stock price already reflects a number of optimistic news stories. I mean, it had that huge run in the middle of last year, up to almost $250.
I know.
Pulled back to like 75. We're back up in the middle of that now. J.P. Morgan's Goldman remains confident in Beyond Meat's growth outlook and expects a plant-based fowl meat industry will grow rapidly for decades, sending Beyond Meat's annual sales over $2 billion in the next 10 years. And let's just get into, because they're not quite there just yet, man. You get into their revenue, where are they at? That's some growth, though, man.
Big time.
From 80 million in 2018, 275 last year, and they're going to be at almost $500 million in revenue this year.
It's real. I mean, I'd say it's changed the business. There's no doubt, and that's why you're seeing those ads. I mean, because the fight is on.
Definitely.
There's no two ways about that. I mean, look at that fresh platform. That's a growth of 900%.
And so this is where it probably is, because I've seen it. They're gonna have some of their items in the frozen food section.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's probably where they're talking about, whether it's the fresh items. I don't know how that gets, right?
Yeah.
Or the frozen items of their Beyond
Wild
Meat, if you want to call it.
Beyond Meat. Okay, let's go take a look at that silver market out here, because there's no doubt they are whacking some of these equities out here. Silver.
50 cents.
Silver.
My goodness.
I know. It is vicious, man.
My goodness.
This is.
Talk about falling out of bed.
Yeah, and it has volume. You know,
boy.
so the bottom line is that you can see you're going into 136,000. We've done 65, so we're going to do 136. So price-wise, it's already busted that level. I think that's 1762. Yeah, taking it apart. So its game here in the silver market is 1742. That's the next spot, and this thing is fast and furious, man. That silver market, man, is brutal. Isn't that brutal?
It sure is.
I mean, if you're in the futures market, I don't trade silver, folks, just because I don't like how this moves. So watch what happens. $6,000 you're putting up, right? The contract value is $87,000. 1 point, okay? We did a half of this, $5,000. So it's down $2,500.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like, what's that? 40 minutes.
Right.
And what happens with silver, folks? They're not orderly moves. Not that the market is orderly, but there are, more orderly moves. And the volatility inside the silver market is just vicious.
Yeah.
If you happen to be on the right side of it, God bless you. It's great. On the wrong side of it.
Hey, how about Apple as this whole market charges higher? Apple now up almost $6 ahead of that. That's a 2% almost jump. We'd said the expected move about 14, 15. You're saying, that's kind of like a big move, right? And, it could be, except for the fact that I always look at both sides, right? Okay, that's not that bad of a price when you think. You got to say, if you're selling somebody an option.
Right.
And you're going to be absorbing the premium.
Yes.
And you're only getting $14 of premium on Apple's $315 share price, and you give them unlimited profit potential up and down right?
That's correct.
Oh boy, Apple's now at $6.30.
Right.
And they have a lot to talk about in terms of number one. I was listening to an analyst this morning say that their biggest factory, they produce almost all their iPhones, 300 miles away from Wuhan. So what is Mr. Cook going to say about if things really start to get shut down over there? Are they going to be okay? They have a 5G phone that's supposed to be possibly coming in September. They have a lot of volatility that might be in play, but...
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's up 205, Nasdaq's up 105, S&P's up 33. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that have transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 227, Nasdaq's up 112, S&Ps are up 35, and folks, is it today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
That's right.
Our man, Mr. Larry Pezzavento's going to be up. You can come over to our website at TFNN, go right under featured content. Larry's going to be doing a webinar for his subscribers. It's an hour and a half, 4 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can be a subscriber right here, right now. Real easy to be a subscriber. You just hit Fibonacci 24. You hit subscribe. You can get it for a month, 6 months, a year, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's right, man. So I encourage you to check it out right on the front page. Larry's got another update today, one yesterday, full report out over the weekend you gain access to. This, of course, will be archived. You can watch it as many times as you like right on your member page. You just want to watch 45 minutes one night, finish it up the next night, whatever you want right on your page. So check it out tomorrow night. almost 24 hours from right now.
Gonna be a beauty.
That's right.
No
and
doubt.
I wanted to get into that article I was talking about. So here it is.
Yeah.
The ex-FDA chief, Scott Gottlieb, worrying China could be underestimating coronavirus cases by tens of thousands. The one thing that I caveat this with, a paid CNBC contributor. He gets paid to be sensational, all right, and to be on television. But nonetheless, he's saying, I think we are dramatically underestimating cases in China by tens of thousands. I think the Chinese haven't been fully sharing, and
That's
just like you said,
intense.
if you believe the Chinese at face value, that would be very naive to say the least. So even if it's not tens of thousands,
because
you just have to worry
as
about
soon as you shut down a city of 50 million, you get a problem.
multiple cities, but exactly. You start shutting down to that degree, you shut down everything, you extend the holiday, and you're telling everybody already you're at 4,700 people. The SARS outbreak only reached 8,000. So where's the reality fall?
Stay right there, folks. We got TD Ameritrade coming up. Think or Swim. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow, look at him, folks.